In the quiet heart of a whispering forest, where the moonlight slipped between sleepy leaves, there lived a little fox named Luma. Her fur shimmered like the glow of embers, and every evening, when the first star yawned awake, she would begin her gentle work. For Luma was no ordinary fox. She was the lantern fox, keeper of the forest lights, helper of the wandering fireflies, and friend to the night itself. When the sun tucked itself behind the hills and the last golden rays waved goodbye, the forest grew dusky and still. The trees sighed, the owls blinked, and the grass began to glimmer with dewdrops like tiny stars. That was when Luma padded softly through the moss and ferns, her paws making no sound at all. Strapped across her back was a little bundle of lanterns, each one shaped from fallen petals and moonlight, glowing just enough to twinkle without waking the world. Every night, she carried them to the corners of the forest that needed a bit of gentle light. She hung them on low branches so hedgehogs could find their paths home. She placed them by babbling brooks so tadpoles and crickets could see their reflections shimmer. And she left one on an old stump just for the mice who loved to dance before bedtime. The lanterns never blazed or burned. They glowed softly, like warm honey in a cup of tea. The forest felt safe under their light, wrapped in a calm so deep that even the breeze tiptoed. But one night, as the stars began to peak and Luma hummed her soft tune, she noticed something missing. One of her lanterns, the smallest one, her favorite, had gone out. She paused and tilted her head. The forest, once so bright and dappled, seemed to have a tiny shadow where that lantern should have been. So, with a quiet breath, she followed the dim path, her tail brushing the ferns as she went. Through the trees she wandered, under arches of ivy and sleepy willows, until she came to a clearing she had never seen before. It was darker here. The stars seemed shy, and the air smelled of rain, yet to fall. And there, on the ground, was her little lantern, its light completely gone. Luma bent close. The lantern's petals were damp, its glow lost to the night. She felt a soft tug of sadness, but only for a moment, because Luma knew that even lights need a rest sometimes. So she curled herself around the lantern, her fur brushing it gently, and waited. She waited as the forest breathed around her, as the crickets sang their tiny songs, and as the moon rose higher, spilling its silver warmth across the clearing. Then, as if feeling her kindness, the moonlight drifted down, pooling softly over her fur and into the lantern's heart. And there, like a spark from a dream, the lantern flickered again. It was small at first, just a whisper of glow, but Luma stayed still, patient and warm, until it grew steady and golden once more. The lantern fox smiled, her heart quiet and content. She lifted the glowing petal lantern and hung it high in a nearby tree. The leaves sparkled, and the darkness melted into a soft, golden hush. Soon the other lanterns noticed, twinkling in joy from every corner of the forest. The fireflies began to dance again, weaving tiny circles of light. And even the stars seemed to twinkle a little brighter, as if winking in approval. Luma gazed around, feeling the peace of the night settle deep in her fur. Her lanterns glowed like sleepy suns, guiding all the small forest hearts safely home. The forest was calm, the moon was high, and Luma, the lantern fox, stretched and curled beneath her favorite tree, the one with a nest of stars above it. She closed her eyes, the soft glow of her lanterns wrapping her like a warm blanket. And as she drifted into dreams, The forest whispered its lullaby, a melody of rustling leaves, gentle light, and the quiet magic of kindness, because every glow, no matter how small, makes the dark a little softer, and every gentle heart, no matter how tiny, helps the world shine a little brighter.